Youth and inexperience and stupid ideas or strategies that haven't been proven are not a problem for the Lord. Campus Crusade was in the midst of planning this huge conference that was going to happen in Dallas, Texas in 1972 called Explo 72, bringing 100,000 high school and college age, but also all types, for a training conference on how to share your faith, kind of an evangelism explosion to take the gospel to the ends of the earth. And so I happened to come on staff into that city. And I remember one of the first staff meetings that we went to, and Paul Eshelman was there and saying, well, I told them this. I told them, well, we're trying this and we're trying that, and we think this will work. And how they'll say to me, you guys are just a bunch of kids running this conference. And he said, yeah, I guess we are. I was 21, and I think maybe Paul might have been 26, maybe 27, running this huge conference. But yet God still blessed it. Even when you don't know what you're doing, God knows what you're doing. And I think in my life I've learned how to see the little ways that God answers. Every step that I need to take, He shows me where to go. He said, see, I did this for you. He had divine appointments ready for me. He had people right where they should have been. I remember thinking, okay, you're working all of this out, Lord. And one of the strategies for Explo was how are we going to find housing for these 100,000 people that come in? So the strategy was, okay, walk around your conference site and knock on doors and ask if people would be more than willing to house some conferees. Okay, seems odd to me, but well, I'm willing to learn. So we went out and we knocked on doors, and so many people were very willing to have kids from some other place in the country who were going to go to a conference every night. And again, God worked it all out because they grew, the kids saw how the Lord provided for them. And I remember going to the conference sites that night and see all these people in the Cotton Bowl and how they all left that week afterwards back to their communities and take what they had learned at Explo 72 and impact their communities for Christ. And I know that we'll hear stories in heaven of what God did in a lot of their lives that week as a result. It just showed me how even when you don't always know what you're doing, God knows what you're doing. I thought, so God, you really are real and you really work. Even though we do the most stupid things sometimes, you work in spite of us. Youth and inexperience is not a problem for the Lord. My attitude's always the problem for the Lord. If I just said, I don't want to do this, I don't want to have any of this, I can't, you guys don't know what you're doing, I'm out of here, that He wouldn't have taught me that I could, in His strength and under His grace and in His grace, accomplish a lot more than I ever thought that I could.